What's up, Inspired to Be Me family? Today I'm going to read to you an article, my anorexia article. And please listen carefully, because if you know somebody who has anorexia, or you yourself have anorexia, I'm here to tell you, fight like heck because you can overcome it. Please listen carefully. This article is called My Anorexia Testimony, and it goes like this. I survived the most deadliest eating disorder. I am a 13-year anorexia survivor. The only person that was my support during the whole 13 years was Jesus. Here is my inspirational testimony of my near-death experience. When I was 15 years old, I developed a severe case of anorexia. I would not make myself throw up. I would only force myself to go days without food. It was not until I turned 16 years old that I believed with my heart that I had anorexia. When my mom would tell me that I was killing myself, I refused to listen to her. By the time I was 21, I refused to listen to anyone when the topic came up about my anorexia. My friends could tell something was wrong, but they did not want to ask. When I was 26 years old, not only was I refusing to listen to Jesus and had stopped praying, I felt very lonely in my struggles, and at this point, I was very underweight. Also at this point, I had completely closed myself off to the world. I also began being aware that I was slowly dying. At the age of 27 years old, I began to get very, very weak and weary. I began falling in my apartment time after time. Hold on, I lost my place. It finally got to the point where I would end up calling an ambulance more than 5 times a month. Therefore, I kept on falling. I eventually had to use a walker to help me balance and to walk since I was so weak. By the time I was 28 years old, I refused to listen to Jesus, my family, or my friends. I refused to pray. In my eyes, prayer to me was a waste of my time. I was as thin as a toothpick. I knew I was slowly killing myself, and I did not care at all. All I wanted was to have the physical and mental pain gone for good. I could not walk without a walker. I started having trouble breathing. At the end of 2012, 28 years old, I still kept falling even with my walker. I had fallen many times in the month of October. I finally had my final fall in my apartment before I told the ER doctor that I needed to be admitted. I knew at that point that the hospital was my last resort. Therefore, I was put in the hospital for 2 weeks. During those 2 weeks, During those 2 weeks, I needed 24-hour assistance. I needed help walking and using the restroom. All I wanted was to let anorexia take over me and to die. I never prayed once while I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I did not want any visitors at all during those 2 weeks, not even Jesus. My voice was so weak it sounded like a mouse. I did sleep a lot. At the end of the 2 weeks, as I knew I would most likely not see the next morning sunrise, I started calling my family and saying my last goodbyes. The first phone call that I made was to my dad, who lives in California. As I Skyped with him, I was thinking to myself how I was going to say my last goodbyes. Once I started video chatting with him, I could not tell him goodbye. Something was holding me back. At that point, I knew I had to fight this anorexia. At the end of the 2 weeks, I begged the doctors to dismiss me because I was tired of being in the hospital. Therefore, I got dismissed with my walker and all. A couple days had passed and I was still extremely weak, and I fell once again. This time, before I called for another ambulance, I sat on my bed and prayed this prayer. I said, "Heavenly Father, if it's in your will to take me now, I will freely let go. But if it's not in your will to take me now, my only request is for me to leave a legacy of surviving 13 years with a deadly, dangerous case of anorexia." After that prayer, I felt determined and started listening to Jesus. I knew at that point that the hospital was not my last resort and that Jesus was. After I prayed, I called the ambulance. I ended up, hold on. I ended up staying another 2 weeks in the hospital. The difference between this day and my last day was Jesus was right by my side, and I was very determined to see the light of the next morning. I wanted people to come and visit me and pray for me, of which some did. After 2 weeks, I was dismissed. I did have to go to physical therapy for the next few months. Eventually, I did get my strength back and got rid of my walker. After I got rid of the walker, I started babysitting for the homeless moms while they went to work. Let me tell you, the Heavenly Father is real. He created you. He created you perfect in His eyes. There is no need to starve yourself. Don't believe the world's perception of you, because all they do is make up fake diagnoses. If you're watching this video and if you have anorexia or know somebody who has anorexia, don't give up. You always have a speck of hope within you. You just have to keep on lighting that candle and watch it burn. But don't blow it out, because that means you're giving up. Giving up is not worth it. Being a survivor is very, very, very worth it. To be able to survive this anorexia and be a speaker out in the community for mental health and be able to spread your testimony is extravagant. You don't know what a difference you can make. So please, please, don't give up, because it's not worth it. Picture yourself an eagle flying in the unlimited skies. You don't have to surf the wave anymore. You've got this. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, you will love the next video that's coming up. Talk to you later. See you later, alligator.